Hi everyone. I know there is some echo situation in my recordings. I'm gonna fix this situation. Don't worry about it. I've ordered some things. This is new to me and I'm doing my best. So be kind and think about it. You out there that are super YouTubers. I'm just jumping in today to share a little bit thoughts when it comes to some things. As you know, if you have watched my former recordings, especially the first one, you can know that I'm different, not like other people, different in a positive way, not some strange something wrong or anything. It's just that it's all relative in one way or the other, because if you are different, if you are a beautiful flower in the middle of a stony street or stony mountains, then the question is, what is the majority, the mountain stones or the flower? Of course the mountain stones, and that becomes sometimes dominating, but then there needs to be some outer view, people or other birds, beautiful birds, or anything beautiful, seeing and understanding that flower that is in the middle of nowhere and in the middle of some mountainy, stony places, and then you see all this grayish maybe stones or whatever. I mean, there is beauty in mountains as well, as I've been to the Himalayas, for example, and other places. So of course there is beauty to mountains, but what I want to say is that lonely flower in the middle of nowhere, where there is no connection with other flowers maybe, or other things, I think it needs some type of attention from outsiders that can see and understand that flower in a positive way, if you understand what I mean. And I think that goes also for people that are different in a positive way but misunderstood, because they are in a wrong environment, surrounded by wrong people. Maybe grew up, I didn't, but maybe grew up in the wrong family or wrong space, wrong things around and everything, and feels like an outsider although surrounded by physical people, So if you feel, because I feel that sometimes, that lonely flower amongst all unlike surroundings, if you understand, odd surroundings, not odd from those that are odd, or the surrounding that is odd, but odd from my view. And that's not easy all the time. The question is how to handle being different, and live a life like that. Because I remember, for example, I had a friend that had a beauty salon, and she wanted to use me as some type of testing thing, with the lips. I said no, I don't want any injections or any things going on, and with the I don't have so huge hair growth, if you understand what I mean. Nothing on the legs, and mostly nothing nowhere. So she would say, oh, you're so super feminine, you have all those things that real women should have. You have the forms, physical forms. Maybe I had them more than, I don't know. No, I a woman is a woman, always a woman. But also, not so yeah, that's what I want to say is she wanted to have me some type of model for her to help her in her business, you know, so she can show her different you know, what she can do in her business and help people and Botox and all that. And I refuse that because I don't feel that we should experiment so much with ourselves. We should just accept ourselves and love ourselves as we are and go along with life, you know, with time and all that, and be happy every day that, oh, we won another day of life, and not try to somehow not reject it, but somehow manipulate it and make it look like, oh, I became older. If I look older or whatever or something, oh, I have to change that, fake it somehow, fake it till I make it wear with what? I mean, you look yourself in the mirror and you know yourself. If you love yourself, then you're not going to chase to look and see and feel different than you are if you love yourself. And that's not easy. I understand it's not easy for most people. It's not an easy thing, but it's possible. I just want to say it's possible. So anyway, what I wanted to say that we traveled. For example, we went to Miami, and then we went to you know, on a boat and everything, and we were gonna look we were, where was it? I don't, but you know, Miami, somewhere in Florida. In Florida, there was something that you can go and watch some animals and everything on a boat, the water, and then I was with my friends, and they were so busy with their makeup and their things that they missed out on a lot in the water, because they're like, oh, we're going to dinner, I have to look well, I have to look good. And I'm like, focus on the moment, we're here, look so beautiful, look at the alligators, look at this, look at that, the water, look at this beauty. And you know, they were busy in fixing themselves. A person can do, you know, people can do that. If they want to do that, it's up to everyone. But I'm just saying that try to focus on the beauty around you also, you know, so you're not stuck with forcing it to look on you, not through you. Anyway, what I wanted to say further in this, that although they were very nice and everything, my friends, I just, many times, they would look at me, they would say, oh, you look nice, and you can do this, and you have this talents, and you have this. And somehow I felt, it's very weird, I felt like I'm in the middle of being a woman and a man, but I'm not into anything like that. It's just that I felt like I was interested in what women can bring in their intelligence and their ways of being, but also that men can also be very interesting in their intelligence and being. So I started to look away from, I have to have friends and they have to be female or male or something like that. I just looked at how is a person, the human inside, and that's how I went through, because I became bored many times. You know, it's like, okay, I'm waiting for them, they're fixing themselves. They're like, yeah, look who's saying that, you're naturally beautiful. I said, well, it's in the eyes of the beholder. It depends. Everything is relative. Everybody's relative. So you can look beautiful to somebody when I can't. You know, it's different. It's up to everyone. So anyway, what I want to say that sometimes I felt lonely in that, although I had people around me and all these things, I just felt lonely because I felt not only misunderstood sometimes, but bored. Like, okay, come on, I'm interested in more explorer type of situations and people. Not all the time, but sometimes. And I just want to say to you out there who can feel that sometimes, that you're alone, although you're not physically alone, that you're not alone in that, and you're understood, and you are supported, and just focus on your inner self and love yourself, and be happy and understand that although that feeling is there for the moment, it will go over. You will feel better, although you feel lonely inside, like that flower I spoke about, in the middle of nothing, or odd things, or annoying things, or whatever it is. That will go away, and you will be like you when you see yourself. Even a drop of water will fall on you if you would be that flower, and through that drop of water, it's like a mirror. You can see, it will be like a mirror, that drop, through what you can see yourself through that drop, and see, wow, I'm so beautiful. I'm not looking like and being like and behaving like all this boring stone. I'm so beautiful, and that's very important. So I hope that this message from me today gives you hope, and that gives you happiness, and makes you feel that you are valuable, although you maybe can feel the way I'm talking about. And there is a way, you are on your way to a better feeling, and it will be better, and feel as you are, beautiful as you are, and you're not alone, because we are other people. There are other people in the world that can feel that sometimes, outsiders, loners, although a person does not have mental problem or anything. It's just nothing like that. It's just a feeling. If you're different, if you're an inventor, for example, as I am, or those type of things. So be happy anyway. Everything will be okay.